Hey teachers, Tarun Stevenson here for Karma Classrooms, and in this video we're going to be talking about teaching for legacy. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. This video we're going to be talking about teaching for legacy, and just going to be looking at the importance of investing in the future and looking to the future when you teach. This week I had the opportunity to go to my great aunt's funeral, and my great aunt was a school teacher. As I listened to the eulogy, they talked about the great impact she had on many young people as she taught, and they talked about her style of teaching. She was funny, she was kind, she built positive relationships with students, and she invested in them for the future. And what really amazed me was, she was 89 when she died, and she had students from decades earlier that she had taught, writing to express their sadness at her passing, and writing to say what a great impact that she left on their life. These are people that she had taught 50 and 60 years earlier, but they still remembered her, and they still remembered the impact that she made on their life. And I want to encourage you that when you teach, you're not just teaching for the curriculum, you're not just teaching for the assessment or even the report card. What you're doing is you're investing in the future. You're building a legacy that goes on long after you are gone. And so I just want to look at some ideas or some ways that you can build legacy in the children that you teach, and make a lasting impact on those kids. And the first one is this: teach with a priority to relationship. Take the time to build positive, mutually respectful relationships with your students. Don't just focus on curriculum. Focus on the children. Focus on the relationship with them. Children don't learn from people they don't like. And so make an effort to build that positive rapport with them, and, be funny, be kind. My auntie taught in an era where the cane was prevalent, where authoritarian type teaching was prevalent. And yet, all those years ago, she was still using kindness and relationship to get through to her children. And that's what I believe really helped to leave a legacy with those kids that she taught. So prioritize relationship, get to know them, get to know their world, get to know what they care about, what makes them tick, what their interests on the weekend are. Look at them as more than just a student, but as a human being that is interesting and valuable and worth knowing. And you will find that it leaves a lasting imprint on them into the future. The second thing you can do is to teach the whole person. Don't just teach a number. Don't just teach a name on a roll. Take the time to inquire about them and their well-being. If you've got students that are misbehaving, don't just target the behavior, and don't just criticize the behavior or chastise them, but take the time to inquire about what's motivating the behavior. Many times behavior is motivated by deeper emotions and deeper experiences that are beneath the surface and we don't often see. But if you take the time to figure out what's going on in their world, what are they worried about, what are they scared about, you'll often be able to address the problems in your classroom in a positive, healthy way. But you'll also leave a lasting impression on those kids, because they will know that you were the teacher that took the time to show them that you cared and you invested in their whole person and their well-being, not just them as a student. And so that's really important. The third thing is this: build them up for the future. Help children to dream about the future. Help them to see the potential of what they could be. Many students today don't have a picture or a vision for their future. There's an old proverb that says, without vision, people perish. And so we need to, as teachers, teach children how to dream, teach them to think about their future, help them to connect what you're teaching them now with their future, help them to understand why it's important and why they should be excited about it. And when you're teaching and lifting up for the future, what will happen is that those lessons will stay with them. Those imprints of experience and those imprints of relationship and those imprints of your investing in them as individuals will make a lasting impression that will go on long after you are gone. And so that's just a quick little reflection, that I wanted to leave with you. Remember, you're teaching for the future. You're teaching to leave a legacy. You're teaching to leave a mark on the students that will last long after you are gone. Don't just teach to curriculum, don't just teach to report cards, but teach for the future. Prioritize relationship, teach the whole child, don't just deal with behavior, but understand why they are the way they are. And the third one is teach and lift up for the future and help them to dream and see what they could be. And what you'll find is that those relationships will be some of the fondest memories you have in your class. Well, if you've enjoyed this and you'd like to learn more, don't forget to check out our Behaviour Management Essentials course or our other courses that we have available on our website. Check out the link in the description. We've also got the Behaviour Management Blueprint, which is a free ebook and video course that you can download. Grab that link in the description, and I'd love to journey with you on your quest to see your classroom become calmer and more learning focused. Until next time, I'm Tarun Stevenson. Make sure you give us a subscribe or a like and share it with somebody that you think would benefit, and I'll see you next time. Bye.